Good day, dear viewers. We are starting again our work in the state television company Western Armenia. Broadcast for today. The 41st session of the Government Council of the Republic of Western Armenia. New Caledonia. The agreement with Azerbaijan is illegal. Announcement of the President of the Congress. New forcible deportation and ethnic cleansing of Artsakh Armenians were discussed at the UN Human Rights Council. Baku announced that more than 5,000 employees of state and non-state institutions live in Stepanakert. Tumanyan street of Stepanakert is being destroyed by Azerbaijanis. Platform for fact-checking. The new UN calls for an investigation into the Israeli airstrike, Voice of America. Baku hires $4 million to clean up its image ahead of climate summit. On 14 October, the 31st session of the Government Council of the Republic of Western Armenia was held. President of the Republic of Western Armenia, Ms. Lydia Markosyan, gave an opening speech. Ms. President spoke about the scientific conference to be held on 40 October this year. Ms. Markosyan emphasized that indigenous peoples are closely connected to their lands and have the full right to protect their identity. She spoke about the Treaty of Sevres and expressed that it is the key to achieve peace. Ms. President spoke about the importance of having a state to which we will confirm our right to self-determination. On 18 April, a pro-independence deputy signed a memorandum to cooperate with Baku, which caused great concern in New Caledonia. During the session on 14 October, the new president of the Congress, Vilma Faleo, announced that the agreement should be illegal because it was signed by a deputy who did not have the authority to do so. Faleo, who was elected in August, noted that the Baku authorities led by Ilham Aliyev are accused of committing crimes against their own population. The agreement was criticized because it was signed without the necessary consultations and Baku's influence in New Caledonia. In 2024, during the 57th session of the UN Human Rights Council held in Geneva from September 9 to October 11, the following issues were discussed related to the forced displacement of Armenians of Artsakh, ethnic cleansing, the destruction of Armenian culture and religious heritage, as well as the occupation of the sovereign territories of Armenia and the territorial ambitions of Azerbaijan. The delegation of Eastern Armenia made 43 speeches and 19 joint statements, drew attention to the problems of Armenian prisoners of war and missing persons, as well as the hatred by Baku to Armenians. More than 5,000 people live in Stepanakert, which has been depopulated and subjected to ethnic cleansing. The data was published by Hamid Mediev, who is the Assistant Executive Director of the city's Construction and Management Service. The return of internally displaced persons to Stepanakert has not started yet, but more than 5,000 people live there now, and employees of state and non-state institutions, 1,200 students, were also established there with the start of work at the Artsakh University. He said, "It should be noted that after the depopulation of Artsakh, the Baku authorities appropriated the immovable and movable property of the local Armenian residents, as well as illegally demolished the houses and buildings belonging to the Armenians." Sergei Shahverdian, Secretary Public Council for the Protection of Cultural Heritage of Artsakh, wrote on his Facebook, "In occupied Stepanakert, the administration of Baku has started massive destruction of residential buildings. Platform for fact-checking found out that in the video Azerbaijanis are demolishing Tumanyan street. In March, they started demolishing the Parliament building of Artsakh, and Azerbaijani television presented it as the destruction of symbols of separatism. It is clear from the videos that the buildings on the streets of Agatangeghos and Agatangeghos were also destroyed, as well as the buildings in the neighborhood, after which the appearance of the university was changed." On Tuesday, the United Nations called for an investigation into the Israeli airstrike that killed at least 22 people, including 12 women and 2 children in Lebanon. The UN Human Rights Office reports that the attack was on a 4-story residential building, which may violate international humanitarian law and the rules of war. The Israeli army reported that the anti-aircraft defense intercepted missiles launched from Lebanon in the Haifa region, and in addition, dozens of Hezbollah fighters were killed by Israeli airstrikes. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu stated that they will continue to attack Hezbollah, including in Beirut. Netanyahu told Biden that Israel's response to Iran will be limited to military targets. The United States announced an additional air defense system in the region in order to support Israel. The dictatorial and corrupt government of Baku is paying an American PR firm $4 million to clean up its terrorist image ahead of Baku's hosting of the COP29 International Conference to be held in November. In February, Baku hired the public relations firm Teneo Strategy. Around 500 times, Teneo contacted 144 journalists from 88 different global media outlets to promote the Baku COP29 agenda. Baku officials said that Teneo is organizing the communication functions of COP29, as well as the opportunities to establish media relations. The PR company has selected a team of 70 people for the Baku PR task, and the officials are satisfied with the company's work. Dear viewers, this was all for today. I wish you a good day. Goodbye.